You know, there's this weird paradox at the heart of modern life. The one thing we seem to spend all our energy running away from, total silence, might actually be the one thing we need to, well, to truly start living. Okay, let's try a little thought experiment. I want you to picture this, and you know the scene because we've all been there. You're in an elevator, all alone. The doors slide shut with that soft thud. Suddenly, the whole world outside just vanishes, and it's just you. We're talking 10 seconds. That's it. On paper, that's nothing, right? But in that little sealed box, 10 seconds of total silence can feel like an absolute eternity. So, what do you do? And be honest here. If you're anything like me or pretty much everyone else, your hand is already twitching, reaching for your phone. Not because you're expecting some life-changing text, but just because, well, the silence is just, it's too much. It's almost deafening, isn't it? That little impulse, that automatic reach for the phone, that's what some people call the cult of busyness. And it's not really about getting things done. Nope. It's all about running from what one source brilliantly calls the disquiet of uncertainty. It's about avoiding those uncomfortable little questions that start whispering in your ear the second things get quiet. I mean, think about it. Our whole society is built on this idea, right? A busy life, that's a successful life. It's full, it's meaningful. But a quiet life? Oh, that's seen as the mark of an unsuccessful loser. So what do? We pack every single second with something, anything, to use distraction to, as one person puts it, paint over the terror of just being. Let's imagine this person. Let's call him Tyler. He's the perfect example. He moves to a big city, right? And he just fills his calendar with all the next expected steps. The career grind, the hardcore fitness classes, the buzzing nightlife, he's always on, always optimizing. But what's really going on? He's become a passenger in his own life. He's just letting things happen to him. He's running from his own gut feelings, his own intuitions, because if he actually stopped to listen, man, he'd have to start making some real choices. He'd have to actually grab the steering wheel. So what happens when the music finally stops? When all those distractions we've built just fade away? And we're left alone with ourselves? Well, that's when we're forced to confront what's been there all along, our own casing, the kind of weird, uncomfortable reality of our physical bodies. And this is where it gets a little strange, a little visceral. In that deep silence, you suddenly become aware of your material, fleshy casing. You notice your hair is always slowly growing. Your skin is peeling away. You can almost feel the inner workings of this biological machine you live in, a machine that's doing its thing whether you like it or not. There's actually a word for this feeling from philosophy. It's called abjection. It's that visceral, unsettling realization of the grotesque, morbid nature of being a biological machine. It's facing our flawed, fragile, and mortal condition. And it's so deeply uncomfortable because it just shatters that clean, perfect image of ourselves we try so hard to project, especially online. What this does is it leaves us feeling caught in this kind of limbo. All those nice, neat lines we draw between me and my body, they start to get really blurry. And you're just left feeling kind of fragile and exposed. It's really no surprise our first instinct is to grab our phones and find a distraction, is it? Okay, but it's not all doom and gloom. There is a way through this discomfort, and our guide for this journey is none other than Henry David Thoreau. He saw this exact same trap like over a century ago, and he decided to do something completely radical about it. He chose to learn how to live deliberately. Let's really just absorb what he said. His famous words start with, "I wished to live deliberately." To front only the essential facts of life. Just think about that for a second. In our world of endless notifications and infinite scrolling, what a radical, powerful idea that is. And see if I could not learn what it had to teach and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived. Wow, I mean, that's it, isn't it? He was looking the ultimate fear right in the eye, the fear we all share, that we'll get to the end of our lives and realize we were so busy being distracted that we forgot to actually live. So, this is where we turn a corner. What if we reframe this whole thing? What if, instead of running from the terror of silence, we start looking for the gift that's hidden right there inside of it? Okay, get this. There's actual data on this. Researchers found that we spend 47%, that's almost half, of our waking hours with our minds just wandering, drifting off, thinking about the past, worrying about the future. And you know what they found? That state is directly linked to greater unhappiness. Silence. That's the antidote to that. Silence is the only place where you can actually hear the music you hear. That's a quote from one of the sources. It's your own intuition, your own sensibilities. It's that quiet signal that's been playing all along. We've just been drowning it out with all the noise. So, okay, how do we actually do this? Well, the path through silence isn't some epic battle against boredom. It's actually much simpler. Step 1, just resist the urge to escape. Don't reach for the phone. Step 2, sit with that inner jet stream of thoughts and feelings. Step 3, just watch. Witness the so-called horrors, the anxiety, the restlessness, and just let them pass. And finally, step 4, you get to marvel at the incredible fact of your own consciousness, that you're here, witnessing it all. You see, that silence, that emptiness we're so terrified of, it's not a void. It's what one writer calls the bosom of freedom. It's the wide-open space where we finally stop being a passenger and can actually begin our own art of living. So, I want to leave you with a question to take with you. What's the most unsettling thing you've ever realized about yourself in a moment of total, complete silence? Really think about it, because the answer, that might be where everything really begins.